What is up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. And Caitlin Clark again breaks the internet because she will be out in tonight's game against the Los Angeles Sparks due to a new injury. Hopefully, guys, this isn't the same injury that has been bothering her since the beginning of the season when we know she sat out 5 games. But maybe, guys, this is why Caitlin Clark has been in a shooting slump. Maybe this is why she's been having these shooting woes. And maybe this is why the Indiana Fever had to rush to re-sign Aari McDonald. And here it is, guys. One of the worst injuries an athlete can have. As you guys see here, Clark will miss the Fever's game against the LA Sparks with a groin injury. The team announced this Thursday morning. The injury follows a 3-week absence for the Iowa product from May 24 to June 14 due to a left quadricep strain. Oh my goodness, guys. Caitlin Clark. One can only speculate, guys, that this is the reason. Caitlin Clark has been terrible from the field. I mean, the shots that she can shoot with her eyes closed. And some of these shots, guys, I was watching last game. You know, Caitlin Clark kind of does this thing when she shoots. She kind of leans to the left a little bit off one leg. I'm wondering, guys, is that due to overcompensating due to this groin? But something did not look right. The thing about these groin injuries, guys, is that they truthfully really linger. Me being an ex-athlete, guys, I've had a groin injury one time in my life. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. It took a few months for it to kind of like unknot itself because, you can just massage it. But it's more internal. It's nothing that you can just fix through therapy or anything. It literally has to run its course, man. In some situations, guys, worst case scenario, some athletes just go and have surgery to clean that thing up. You saw it with LeBron James a few years ago, man. The groin injury is not a joke, man. Anything can trigger it. One false move. And the way that Caitlin Clark's, the way that she uses her base, the lower part of her body for so much of her torque, so much of her explosive shooting, guys, the wear and tear from the defenders, the hard fouls, everything is calculated into this groin, man. And, Caitlin Clark just couldn't afford to keep hiding this because she was just not playing well. And here's my thing. For her to be playing the long minutes she was playing, I think she logged about 31 minutes against the Seattle Storm. If she knew that this was the situation, if Coach White knew that this was the situation, man, they should have probably protected Caitlin Clark from herself. I do know that she got benched twice in that game, but this does explain a lot. But thank God we have a reinforcer and a reinforcement here in Aari McDonald. That's right, Aari McDonald, guys. Aari McDonald to the rescue, guys. I feel a little confident with Aari McDonald because I love her IQ, man. I love the way she plays the game. We saw in 3 games what she was able to do, and this is why the Indiana Fever needed Aari McDonald for times like this. The Indiana Fever are going to be able to play the same style of basketball. Aari McDonald, in my opinion, actually brings a little bit more energy naturally than Caitlin Clark because Caitlin Clark kind of has to play with a chip on her shoulder. She has to get herself going to get her teammates going. When you see someone like Aari McDonald who's super electric off of the bench, from jump, guys, is going to keep the team flowing, man. She's going to allow Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston. She might not be able to dish the passes that Caitlin Clark was making, but like I told you guys, if you can get 50% in a player, right? If you can get 50% of what Caitlin Clark is in a player, then this team will be okay. We saw what they did to the Seattle Storm without a healthy Caitlin Clark, and when Caitlin Clark was playing horrendous, she only went 2 for 6, she went like 2 for 7 or 2 for 8. She had 6 points that game. Imagine someone that can actually put points on the board and put up good assists and do all the right things to blow these teams out or to just stay competitive. And I think that is what Aari McDonald is going to do. This timing is perfect. I'm thinking that Caitlin Clark just went to Coach White and was like, I'm not feeling it, Coach. You guys are going to have to get somebody else in there because my groin is killing me. And I think, and I do believe that this is the right move, man. So as long as the Indiana Fever can stay afloat for the most part. It didn't say that this was a season-ending injury. I know that they are going to monitor this best they can, but as long as they can stay afloat, let's say she's out another, I'm assuming 6 to 8 games. If they can somehow manage to just stay slightly over the 500 mark, then the Indiana Fever are still going to be in good position when it comes to the playoffs. Because you definitely want a healthy Caitlin Clark, man. You definitely still want Ari McDonald to be in the picture, but you want to be able to use her. She's a Swiss Army knife for the most part when it comes to her offensive playing style. I think that this was identified in her debut with the Indiana Fever. So I think that the Indiana Fever are going to be okay. Am I expecting them to win every single game? No, I am not. But as long as they are winning more than half of their games, then that's all that matters at this point. And to further this conclusion with this groin injury, guys, this article says the last 3 games have been difficult for Clark, who has taken 23 three-pointers and made just 1 against the Golden State Valkyries, Las Vegas Aces, and Seattle Storm. The Fever are 1-2 in those games and 7-7 on the season, guys. So they're right at that 500 mark. Guys, I want you guys to look at this. 23 three-pointers and only made 1. Of course, guys, the Indiana Fever fan base has been noticing this in Caitlin Clark because we haven't seen anything like this since Caitlin Clark has emerged on the scene from college to a rookie year into now. It just didn't make sense when we saw how she looked against the New York Liberty guys, and to come out here and play the way she's been playing as of late has signaled that something has been off for some time. And I do think that it's just a lot of wear and tear on Caitlin, man. I think that, her having to do so much to create a shot. I mean, you guys go look at Caitlin Clark when she's on the court, man. There is nothing really set up. There's no key plays where she's schemed open. She has to literally do so much work, not only to get other players open because the focus is on her, but just to create a shot, to shake a defender, to shake another defender, to split the defense. It's just a lot of wear and tear, man. It's a lot of Caitlin Clark overworking herself. And we know, guys, that she's capable of taking a game over, but she's going to have to realize, man, you can't do it all by yourself. This is where Coach White, I have to put a little of this on her. You have to do better with your identity. What is this team right now? You're not known as a defensive terrorizer. You're not known to be super offensive. In any given night, guys, it just looks like it's Caitlin Clark or bust. That is not a recipe for success. That is not a recipe, in my opinion, for a championship. You need everyone firing on all cylinders. And we also know that there's just a lot of drama, man. Maybe Caitlin Clark's body is stressed, but so is her mental. So we got to get Caitlin Clark in some type of stable conditioning, man. Who knows? Caitlin Clark could be quitting on the Indiana Fever. We don't know. I hope that's not the situation. I've seen a few comments where people have suggested that. In my opinion, guys, all of this is just a sophomore slump. I mean, you see things could be worse, right? We see how Angel Reese and her team has started off. So let's be thankful for the little progress that we have made. And of course, guys, X reacts in the comment section where it says, it starts, she doesn't want to be there. Do you guys honestly think that Caitlin Clark would, purposely want to sit out just because she doesn't want to be there? There is a lot of drama going on in that locker room. You have a split locker room. It looks like a little bit of segregation, in my opinion. You have Lexi Hole, Sophie Cunningham, Caitlin Clark, pretty much the 3 musketeers, the 3 amigos or whatever, amigas, whatever you want to call it. And then you have the rest of the locker room who seems to not know their place. So I don't know, guys. Tell me what y'all think. Dewana Bonner punching the air right now. Yeah, Dewana, I guess you chose to leave at the wrong time, man. You probably could have gotten a little more shine with Caitlin Clark out, but you've made your decision. Stay where you are. And there go the views. Exactly, guys. We know that Caitlin Clark, man, love it or hate it, she's going to carry this league, man. Nobody really wants to watch. Now, I watch these other teams, man, because I've become a casual fan due to Caitlin Clark. But we all know that when Caitlin Clark goes, so do the views. So I am expecting the Indiana Fever to still have their views for the most part, simply because Caitlin Clark has a ridiculous fan base. But I also do feel like it is going to dip again. And they can't keep playing with Caitlin Clark, man. She's going to remind them every single time who she is. And right away, guys, I think I'm done watching the rest of this league. It's such a bad product, and now they neuter Clark after she bent the knee. You get what you deserve. Now, Caitlin Clark, I have to play some of this on you because I remember when you went to Time Magazine and you bent that knee, you kissed all that ass, only for these women to come out, push you on the floor, foul you, ridicule you, hate you, and you know, it's just a bad product. I mean, you got people scissoring each other. You got the coaches and players in relationship affairs, and someone who's heterosexual like Caitlin Clark, who lives what most casual fans live, a regular traditional life for the most part. This is no shade to the LGBTQ community. It's just a bad product, man. It's just not interesting to see these women who are so ugly towards Caitlin Clark. We don't want to watch you guys when Caitlin Clark is not, you know, around or not healthy. We don't want to support that. And these women don't get that. They feel like they are just as important. All of them don't act like this, guys, but majority of them do. They have these nasty attitudes. Even in the Indiana Fever's organization, man, the Wanna Bonner, we all saw how that ended. It was just uncalled for, unruly, and just full of drama. Coach White, she has all these sabbaticals, these hiatus. She's leaving. It's just a bad product. It doesn't feel consistent enough for casual fans to want to sit through this shit. So you got this guy saying that, what? Here we go. Seems like a Bron playbook after a bad game. I actually don't think that Caitlin Clark is anywhere near LeBron James, maybe on the flopping level, but I think that she's too busy trying to establish herself and get this league off the ground to be pulling that shit that LeBron James pulls. Because we know, guys, he'll fake an injury or after a tough loss, walk out with a cast on his wrist or say he can't move, but then he'll be in a Los Angeles club partying, doing dance moves, and we're just like, where's the injury, bro? Stop it. I called this Tuesday to say that she was going out for an injury. She played horribly in the last couple of games and needed to regroup. Well, whatever it is, we just need Caitlin Clark to get back to 100% or close to 100% as quickly as possible. And like I told you guys, I'm not going to hit the panic button simply because Ari McDonald seems to be able to hold her own and does a great job in place of Caitlin Clark. So guys, with this news that Caitlin Clark has now had a new injury, which is a groin injury, what do you guys think is going to be the turnaround time? Like I told you guys, this type of injury tends to linger. I'm not expecting any immediate return unless Caitlin Clark clears protocol and miraculously is available to play. You guys let me know what y'all think in the comment section, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.